Good afternoon, Miss Jess here. I just noticed as I sat down, you can see my Amazon pictures and my fruit and veggies in the background, but that's okay. We're in my kitchen today. Okay, so I am going to show you how to make these super easy DIY corner bookmarks. This morning, oh my, one of his eyes fell down. He's a little lopsided. But I made this cute little fox and this awesome cute little monster. And how they work is when you go to save your page, you just stick it right on there and close your book, okay? And for the fox one, you just go, instead of on the top, you go on the bottom. Alright, now to do this project, I have with me a few tools. I have a bunch of colorful markers, some glue, scissors, googly eyes, always googly eyes, and today I'm using a lot of different origami paper. So I have a whole bunch of different colors. I think it looks best if you can find origami paper that is double-sided like these, but you know, the other kind will work just as well. You'll just have more of a blank canvas for the parts that are folded in. Now if you don't have origami paper or other square pieces of paper, you can make your own. That's very easy. All you'll do is fold your paper into a nice neat triangle like so. Mine actually overlapped a little bit because it's got rounded edges. Like so. And then you cut off the excess on the side. Like that. There you go. Now I have a square to work with, but you will need a square for this project. Alright. Like I said, I'm going to use the origami paper, though. Let's start with the basic idea for the fold here. Okay, so now for the monster, we're going to go ahead and fold our paper into a triangle, in half into a triangle like so. Then we're going to take the corners and then fold them up into a rhombus, if you will. Okay. Now you have your folds. You can unfold it a little bit, and you'll actually be taking one of those flaps and folding the corner down to the edge of the paper like so. Okay. Next part is super easy. You take your folded flap and you just tuck it in and fold it. I'm going to do it on the other side too. Okay. Just tuck it right in there into the pocket. Alright. Super easy. Now I folded mine so that there's a solid color here on the inside and I have a little bit of a design on the outside, which I thought was really cool. It almost looks very scaly. So I'm going to decorate my monster now, just like I did with this one. And you can use all different kinds of things. I'm going to do I am. I'm going to do two giant googly eyes. Just a little bit of glue here. Okay, there we go. dried up top already. There. And one there. There he is. He's looking pretty cute. Alright, and then I'm going to take my white piece of paper and I'm going to draw some teeth, similar to how I did for this one. I really just freehand cut it. But if you wanted to, you could, if you want to make sure that they come out maybe a little bit more even, you can do that. I'm just going to go ahead and give you an example of how. So I drew a guideline. And I'm just drawing my little teeth here so they all kind of come down nice and even. I think they look cute when it's not totally perfect. A little bit of a snaggletooth kind of look to them because they're a monster. There, I've got my teeth. Mine are a little bit smaller this time than the last time, and that's totally fine. I'm actually going to cut off some of the excess here so I'm not fighting with it. And I'm just going to cut these tiny triangles out. And of course, if we're doing this with our kids, we want to make sure that we have age-appropriate scissors for them so that we are safe while we are crafting. Might be, I don't know, it's actually the right size. Awesome. I'm going to cut off just a little bit of it because we don't need quite that large here, so it's about that size. And I will use just some glue, make sure it tucks in there. It does. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right on the edge. I got it on the table anyway. Put it in here. I have a little bit much, so I'm going to kind of dab it a bit. Right. Tuck it in. And secure it. Oh my goodness, my googly eyes sliding around. Took off some of the excess glue of that too. There we go. Look at how cute that is. I love it. What a fun bookmark. Ta-da. It's gonna look like he's eating your page. Alright, set that one across. For this one I just used, instead of googly eyes, I just cut out little circles, or maybe you have little circle stickers, like a price tag sticker kind of thing. You just stick those on there, and then I use markers to draw. You could add other designs too. This has a plain black background with a yellow, so if you wanted to draw little details, give your monster spots or something like that, you definitely could. Alright, now let me show you. We'll do the fox. let's see. What kind? We'll do this one. Alright. Now, if you want it to be a plain background that shows the most, like if you have a kind that's a paper or a pattern on one side and blank on the other, I'm going to fold the pattern in on itself. I think is really the big trick here. Okay, so again, folding it in half into a triangle. Then we're going to create our seams. Creases. So I have another diamond of a rhombus. And again, we'll fold one flap over and down, all the way down to the edge here. Okay, now this is where the fox is a little bit different, or if you're doing anything that requires ears, okay? Or, I was thinking you could also actually use those as two monster fangs if you wanted, instead of ears. So here's where it's different. We're going to make an extra crease, like so, before we tuck it in, okay? I tried to make them pretty even. I folded the flaps in like that. And then let me show you, as you fold the top in, those are going to stay sticking out as ears like that. There you go. Got two little ears. Perfect. And I'm going to stick with the fox idea here. Now you can cut out pieces or use stickers to use the shape here. The tutorial I watched had the little mark inside the ears, which I thought was nice, as well as a little cheek area here, and then the two eyes, and a little tiny nose. I'm going to use a brown marker to do that. My paper is shiny, so I have to let this dry for a long time, but that's okay. I'm just going to do this, and then let it sit. This is actually, I'm having a harder time with this than I did. I just did this. Oh, I think I know why. I used the other side. That was my mistake. Okay. Here we go. Now it's not as splotchy. I think the other side was more for watercolor pen. And this side is more of a regular fine tip marker. Okay. I'm just going to try to match here, just eyeballing it. Okay. And I will use black for a little bit right on the corner. I'm going to let the ink dry a bit on this before I add my eyes this time. But, oh, and I forgot his ear. Oh, no. There we go. There's my second little fox. You could turn this into a bunch of different kinds of animals. If you round out the ears, you can make it like a little bear. You can make it a cat, give it some whiskers, all different kinds of things. Just like all of the possibilities with our monster buddies. These are a really fun, simple craft to do. And I don't know if your kiddos are anything like mine. We've been making an effort to send things to people from time to time, little pictures, notes, just to let them know that we're thinking about them, even though we can't meet everybody in person. And I think these just pack down so nice and neatly. They could be a really cute thing to give or mail to somebody. And you can personalize it for them. Alright, well, I hope that you make your own. They were super easy and fun to make. And if you do, I'd love to see your creations. Thank you for watching, and I apologize if you were planning on watching this yesterday. We did, like I said, had a little complications, but we worked everything out and we were able to do it today instead. Have a great afternoon. Bye.